everybody, and welcome back to Mondays with Dr. Crystal. I have a few more questions from last week that we didn't get to discuss. These questions deserve answers. These questions deserve... Let's jump right in. This first one's gonna be a lot of fun. Guy, it's about yeast. I was diagnosed with a yeast infection, but haven't been eating any bread lately. Help. Well, my friend, I wouldn't go opening up a bakery just yet. The yeast used in bread, commonly known as baker's yeast, is a different organism than what usually causes vaginal yeast infections. Your amount of bread intake alone won't increase your chances of developing future yeast infections. However, eating too much bread can lead to diabetes, which can
increase your risk of yeast infection.
So ladies, you can have a slice and still keep your nice. I'm ready. Realizing that cheese is honestly about 70% of my diet. Is that okay? Okay, so I'd have to say that's probably not your best choice. I mean, it sounds good to me. You'd probably be cheddar off decreasing your intake to avoid constipation and excess calories. Don't expect to be shredded with a 70% cheese diet. Was that too cheesy? I'm sorry guys, that wasn't very punny. You should eat a more balanced diet. Are you ready for another question?
Another one.
Do I have any doctors on here? I want to know, when a woman has a hysterectomy but they leave the ovaries behind, what the hell are they connected to? Asking because I'm a weirdo. This is actually a really good question. Not that your other questions aren't good. If you don't know much about anatomy, you might think the ovaries would just be floating around inside. But you know us women, we're all about the connections. Our ovaries aren't just connected in one spot. There are actually multiple ligaments that hold the ovary in place. I'm not an OBGYN, but I can tell you that they don't take them all. Kinda like Tinder, one misconnection probably isn't gonna change anything. Guys, I should probably take this, but I think we have time for one more question. My husband has pink eye. Can I catch it by looking into his eyes? Staring dotingly into your loved one's eyes isn't enough to transmit an infection, but staring can lead to touching, which, you know, can lead to all kinds of infections. Conjunctivitis is highly contagious, but it can only be spread by secretions or contact with contaminated objects. Well, thanks for joining me, guys. Stay tuned for new content every Monday. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Now I'm crying. How do I make a gangster face?